Yuno Hanaki. Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? Well, what do you know? I'm Yuno Hanaki of Production Kawaii's Hanamizuki. Good morning. Oh, sorry, you want me to redo it? Okay. Did you know that our souls are connected by fate? What do you know? It's Yuno Hanaki from Production Kawaii's Hanamizuki. Tehe pero? Good morning. You feel better? Was that a better intro for you? Oh, Hanaki. I have to finish opening my spoon. I have breakfast. I have coffee. Morning. So I was listening to a little bit of Shi-senpai's stream while I was getting ready. What were you guys saying to my senpai about me? All the stuff about like, oh, Yuno must be an early bird. You guys do not pay attention at all to me, do you? I mentioned explicitly that one of the main reasons I am awake around this time is because of things I have to handle in the mornings. I don't particularly want to be awake at this time. It is merely the circumstances. The circumstances of my life are quite interesting, to say the least. And so I end up here. What are we eating? I thought I was going to get oatmeal, but I decided I didn't really want oatmeal, so instead I have a red velvet muffin. And I have an iced coffee. Just a simple iced coffee with some creamer. My creamer is like a maple donut flavor. It's really good. Wakes up at 6 a.m. because she's a mature adult with responsibilities. Oh, you thought I got up at 6 a.m.? Cute. I got up at 4. Tehe. I've been up for 2 hours already. Getting work done. Tehe. Pero. The sound I make when I am literally dying. Such are the circumstances. Good lunch. It's breakfast for me, but yes, good lunch to you as well. Oh, the cream cheese on this is actually really yummy. Okay. Good muffin. That's the time my dog wakes me up every morning wanting to walk every single day. I guess I am similar to a dog, question mark? Bark bark or whatever? European lunch. Oh, I see. Ah, Shi-senpai! Hi, partners. I don't usually get to greet you guys. I don't even know if you know me that well. But hi, I'm Yuno Hanaki. I am from Hanamizuki. Good morning, Shi-senpai, or, good night, probably. Good night, Shi-senpai. Please get some rest. Go get some sleep. I do not wish this time upon anyone. But thank you. Welcome in. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. If you stayed up with Shi-senpai for her stream, you should probably go sleep, but thank you for coming in regardless. She was live for 7 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right for Shi-senpai. Played Lethal Company for 6 of those hours? My goodness. I mean, I know not just Shi-senpai, but a couple other girls in the company are interested in Lethal Company. I've seen them talking about it and, like, wanting to play it more. I don't know if it would be my kind of game. I hear good things about it, but I just kind of look at it warily from the sidelines for now. I'm, like, barely trying to, get into things like Phasmophobia and the like. I don't know if I could do Lethal Company. I don't know if I could jump right in. Yum, yum, yum. You'd like it for the comedic timing? Okay, but also, isn't it, like, really gory and, like, bloody? I don't know if I would like that aspect of it. I don't know if I would like that. But maybe. Yum, yum, yum. I feel like it would get repetitive eventually with the jump scares. I hear something similar happens to games like Phasmophobia, too, where, like, you get used to it because it kind of becomes routine at one point or another. Could be fun to play with the girlies. Most things would be fun to play with the girlies. That's not a very good assessment. I would have fun just talking to the girlies. But it does seem to be really good for collabs. I've noticed a lot of VTubers that are, like, purposefully, like, putting out calls for people interested in playing Lethal Company. So, whatever it is at least facilitating collabs between creators who are usually pretty introverted. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming in with Shi-senpai's raid. I hope that Shi-senpai manages to get some sleep. Luckily, I get up early, so I am able to handle this time for the most part. That said, I don't know if I'm going to stream for very long. This is very much an experiment of sorts. Thank you for choosing to check me out at this time, since it's so different from my usual time slot. Yum, yum, yum. "3 a.m. Yuno stream." Good morning! Hope you've got breakfast. Hope you've got coffee ready to inject directly into your veins. It's what you have to do in order to watch me. Really? It's early access? That's crazy. Here for Yuno morning voice. I think this is kind of the same as my usual voice. Maybe a little bit quieter. Maybe a little bit froggier, but this is technically the first time I've spoken today. I've been quietly preparing all morning and, like, handling my tasks. So this is technically the first time I've been using my voice. So I guess whatever this is my morning voice. Technically, you've been live at 3 a.m. once? Well, okay, but that was my member stream, and it didn't count because I started in the evening. That's not quite the same thing, but I get it. You don't sound like a frog? I said groggy, not froggy. There is a difference. Froggy would be if it actually sounded like my voice was weak and croaking. Groggy implies that there's, like, a certain gruffness to the voice that isn't necessarily making it sound like it's not present. Get your adjectives correct. Semantics? You're talking to the writer in the company. I live for semantics. I basically subsist entirely off of being pedantic like this. If you think I'm not going to be getting at you for using the wrong word, you're in the wrong place. Teehee. I've not slept, then go to bed. Go to Eepee. So your froggy voice sounds groggy? But sounding like you have a frog in your throat means that your voice isn't coming through properly. I can't, it's morning and I'm already going to make breakfast? Okay, well then you better take a nap later. I am enjoying these last moments of the darkness of morning. I I talked about this a little bit. If you guys watch Isla Senpai, you might have watched me show up on her call-in section. We talked a little bit about, like, time zone stuff, very briefly. And I mentioned that one of the benefits of having to do what I do by, like, getting up at 4 a.m. to, like, get stuff done, is that you get, like, very quiet mornings, and I do think that that is a pretty good benefit here. I feel like I get a lot more done with my day, because I get a lot more of my tasks done while it's still morning. Like, I'm usually finished with a lot of stuff before noon, and that's a really good feeling. Your brain is hella sharp for 6 a.m. I wake up around that time to get ready for work, and I still feel lost. Well, like I said, I've been up since 4. I've technically had 2 hours to wake up the rest of the way, you know? So, I definitely am coming at this with an advantage. Compared to those of you who probably, like, set a 6 a.m. alarm and then woke up with it in order to catch my stream. So, of course, I'm ahead of you by a little bit. I've been up longer. So you get the evening and nighttime just for yourself. Hope you get plenty of sleep. I also have really bad insomnia. So technically I have my alarm set for 4 to get my tasks started at 4. I went to bed at 1. I woke up at 3:30. Why do I do this to myself? I'm fine though. I got a muffin. I'm coping. I've got a muffin. You know how I said I have insomnia? Sometimes it hits me on the worst possible days. And I have mornings like this every other day of the week. Therefore, I am suffering. It be how it do. Don't you know me? I understand that this is a problem. This is just how life is. Nare nare arigato. I'm fine. I am doing my best. Life's a little difficult out here in Onigashima, but we do what we must, you know? Yeah, it really is just kind of a matter of getting used to it. This cupcake is like... Cupcake. Why did I call it a cupcake? Good morning. This muffin is like so soft. It's like surprisingly soft for a muffin. I don't know what they did with it. I mean, this is pretty fresh. It's like one of the first muffins of the day, probably. Well, it's really good. Yum, yum, yum. Why all VTubers have the wackiest sleep schedule? Something something blue light affects your ability to sleep. Something something VTubers are always looking at their computers. Something something affects mental state, so can't sleep well. Probably. Cupcake Toscano. No! I didn't mean to call it a cupcake. It came in like a little plastic container, so that's why I said cupcake. But it's a muffin, I promise. I'm just a bit silly. Something something dark side. Yeah, you get it. You understand. You get it. If you combine it with showing us your tattoo, it'd be Really? This early? You want to see it this early? Okay, I guess. I'll just be eating my muffin up here. Don't mind me. Never a bad time to see it. It's too early for this, but like, you do you, I suppose. Way too early to be down bad, that's what I'm saying. But it would be wrong of me to deprive the people of what they want. You were 12 minutes behind? Dang. YouTube really be on that lagging game. That's crazy. All the thigh emotes. Technically, that emote is supposed to be a placeholder, but do you guys want to keep it? Do you like it? Thanks, you know, my second wind kicked in and now I'm not sleeping until the 14th. Please sleep somewhere within that span of time. Please. Keep it, keep it, keep it. Yes, okay, okay. What got that? What is supposed to be the replacement emote for that? Something that's probably better than leaving it as my thighs. I don't know what the plan was going to be, but there was going to be something, I'm sure. Anyway, you have to look at me now. Sorry to disappoint you. My stream again. I guess it was technically still my stream even when it was my thighs, but I feel like when my thighs are on screen, you guys don't pay attention to anything I say. Helps to perk up the workday? Sure, we'll go with that. Your Saturday morning work routine has been made better because you saw the thigh tattoo. From sexy back to cute? That's what they say, apparently. Allegedly. Did you see the new Unite character is free now? Meowscarada can be unlocked through challenges? Oh, I didn't see that, actually. I've been really bad at keeping track of Pokemon Unite news. I've just been really busy. But good to know. Maybe I'll pick up the game again and try out some of the challenges. See if I can get Meowscarada. My eyes are up here. No, I can't say that, because then you guys are going to be like... You're gonna be like, oh yes, you know, your beautiful green eyes. Your beautiful eyes that are very green. Your gorgeous green emerald eyes. Or at least that's what you guys learned from Kaya, right? Because Kaya did that to you. Kaya is the one that's like this. So yeah, no. She's a little underpowered because she was so strong in the PTS. Okay. I mean, that doesn't really matter to me. I don't really pay attention to the meta all that much. Aren't Yuno laughs the best, though? Are they? I've never really thought about it like that. I'm sure you enjoyed her drawing of you. I did not, but I've known this was coming for a while. So, I'm sure you guys are probably aware, but, like, Sora is one of the more recent managers, and he was, like, going over stuff with me, and we were talking about my plans for, like, talking more about Oni and Yokai, right? And then, he pulls up, like, this Wikipedia article that's, like, a list of yokai, and one of the pictures is the lantern yokai. And, like, while we're talking, like, in the middle of this, like, not necessarily serious, but, like, we're talking about content. And so then he pulls up the image of the lantern yokai and, like, has it on screen for a bit while we're talking, and I'm, like, he's screen sharing to me, so I can see this. And I'm just sitting there, like, in my head while I'm continuing to, like, make my comments about my content. I'm just like, okay, I think I know where this is going to go. I think I can tell what's going to happen here. And then, of course, as soon as there is a lull in this conversation, Sora just goes, this yokai kind of looks like you. My own manager. My own manager really said, haha, big forehead. So, like, honestly, I knew this was coming for a while, and, like, after he makes this remark, he's like, you know what, I should talk to Kaya and see if she would be able to draw you as this yokai. And I was just like, okay. Because I don't know what to say in response to this. And then, of course, I do go and tell Kaya, like, I immediately DM her, and I'm just like, hey, you want to know what I just was told during my meeting? And I show, the yokai that Sora was talking about. And Kaya's just like, oh, I will draw that instantly in a heartbeat. So, like, I knew this was coming for a little bit, but it looks like the idea got expanded to not just me, but all of the kawaii girls as yokai. I guess it's nice that it got split among everybody versus just me. Because I think if it stayed just me, I would have cried. Like, if it was dedicated purely to drawing me, I would have just been like, I see, this is the penultimate bullying. Sorry. I just got a DM from Sora. I have a Slack notification that's just like, not the manager's slander. What slander? This is exactly what happened. This is an accurate retelling of events. Whatever you say. I want to see a drawing of all the kawaii girls as yokai now. Well, if you go check Kaya Nishikino's latest stream, Kaya Nishikino Kaya Kawaii, she did draw the other kawaii girls as yokai too. So you absolutely can see the other yokai. I think actually Kaya did ask Sora for his opinions on what yokai everyone else would be. So the yokai that were chosen were also Sora's suggestions. Kaya tweeted all the drawings. Oh yeah, that too. Hold on, let me grab the tweets. Let me grab the tweets. I can link them to you guys in the chat. Here we go. Here's the start of the thread. So if you want to see what I'm talking about. Copy link. Why do you guys keep calling my manager Sora Kingdom Hearts? That's not... I mean, yes, but... That's not it. But I guess it could be if you believe. Oh, the sun appeared? That means it's truly morning. Good morning to you. Sora, Kingdom Hearts Keyblade Master? Ah, yes. His full name. I can see Sora from Kingdom Hearts pulling this off. What? Labeling people as yokai? That doesn't feel very Sora-esque. I've also never played Kingdom Hearts, but, like, I don't think that's Sora behavior. No, I just lied. Technically, I have played a Kingdom Hearts game. I played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts 2. Yes, I played Kingdom Hearts 2 first. I guess it was kind of on purpose, but, like, I had a friend when I was younger who was, like, obsessed with Kingdom Hearts. But, like, specifically Kingdom Hearts 2. And she, like, insisted that I play it to the point where... to the point where her birthday gift to me one year was a copy of Kingdom Hearts 2. Like, she was just like, now you have no excuse to not play it. And I was just like, oh. So I tried. I I didn't particularly like how Kingdom Hearts played. I think I got stuck in one of the earlier worlds. Or, like, in a weird fight. Also, I was very confused by the fact that I played as one main character, and then, like, a few hours into the game, I got thrust into a different main character role, and I was supposed to just pretend that, like, everything that I just did as the previous character didn't really matter. So somehow I've ended up a really big Roxas stan, simply because I played as Roxas in Kingdom Hearts 2. But no, Roxas is a really good character, personally. I like Roxas more than I like Sora. To me, when I switched to the POV of Sora, I was just like, who is this lost child? Where's Roxas? Starting with Kingdom Hearts 2 would be the weirdest way to experience Kingdom Hearts, and yet that is exactly how I started. Finger guns. I played all 3, but I'm still confused. Well, aren't there like 6 games in between 1, 2, and 3? That's probably why you're confused. You didn't play all the side games. You gotta play through the side games in order to understand the main games. I'm so sorry. Is the latency really bad today? What is going on? What is with my latency settings? It's not usually this bad. Hello? I mean, I don't think I can adjust it while I'm live, unfortunately, but, like... Weird. PC version included most of them? Interesting. Good to know. Your computer doesn't like being up at 4 a.m.? I guess not. I don't know why it's doing that. Weird. Hi, Yuno of the future. Hi. It may not be your latency. Some of us are slow typers. Wake up! Get those fingers typing! You guys need to trade your typing speed. I don't even type like a proper person. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't really type like how the average person types. But I type really fast despite this, which is my superpower. Latency seems to be a bit worse. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's at low latency. I don't usually click ultra low. I'm always at low latency. Why is she being like this? That's messed up. Well, that's fine. It be like that, huh? But it's 3:37 a.m. and I work later today, then go to bed so you can get ready for work, silly. Don't pin it on the cute anime girl. It's not my fault you're choosing to watch a cute oni rather than getting ready for work. I want to type fast, but there are like 4,096 things I want to tell you, and narrowing it down to one thing is hard. Aww, well that's kind of cute. You didn't have to make it cute, I was trying to make fun of you. But gotta watch Yuno. I mean, true. I'm glad to know where I am on the list of priorities. What's it called? Is it Maslow's? Yeah, it's like Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and it's like basic functions, and then like the top of the pyramid, or like the biggest part of the pyramid, is actually just watching Yuno Hanaki streams. That's the way to do it. That's the way to appease the VTuber. Who is Maslow? Well, you're spelling it like Camp Maslow, but I think it's spelled Laslow. Laszlo? Yeah. But he was known for developing the human hierarchy of needs, and it's like a pyramid. And each part of the pyramid has a different categorization for the different, like, needs that humans consider necessary in order to, like, function as humans. So, like, at the bottom, technically the biggest part of the pyramid is supposed to be, like, physical needs, which are, like, things that nourish the body, like, taking care of your physical form. And then, like, it kind of slowly goes up from there. Coffee? No, not coffee, but it should be. It really should be. I quite like coffee personally. Yum, 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 yum. Sorry I make these little sounds. I just kind of subconsciously do this whenever I am eating a food. Not always, but sometimes it just slips out, especially if I like what I'm eating. I do really like this muffin. I won't say coffee is mid, but coffee is kind of mid. Why do you do that? Like, just honest inquiry. Why do you say that you're not going to say something and then immediately say it? What's the point in that? If you have a hot take that you want to share or whatever, just say the hot take. You still haven't finished the muffin? It's a pretty big muffin. She's kind of big. She's kind of thick with it. For no good reason. I'll blame my 6 a.m. brain for that. Well, you know what would fix your 6 a.m. brain? Some goddamn coffee. How about that? Ayo, thick? Yeah, it's pretty thick, actually. I'm surprised. I've never gotten a muffin from this place before, but they, like, really went all out on it. Kind of worth it. We'll have to keep this in mind next time I want a big muffin. I do really like red velvet muffins. Red velvet muffins are quite good. This one has like a few chocolate chips scattered in it as well. Not too many, which is kind of weird, but every time I catch a stray chocolate chip, I'm just like, ooh, yummy. Don't you mean cupcake? No! There was one slip up. Give me a break. Are they kind of like those Costco muffins that are hella big? Yeah, I think so. What is red velvet anyway? Chocolate? But, like, bougie. I don't know how else to describe it, but, like, red velvet is just kind of a type of chocolate. It's like a lighter chocolate. And it's usually combined with, like, a cream cheese of some kind, like a cream cheese frosting. So it's basically a cupcake? No! It's a muffin! Do not slander my baby. Are you feeling well? So far, it's been a pretty decent morning. Got some of my tasks done. I have time this morning to just kind of chill. I thought your baby was chat. I I don't think I've ever called you guys baby, and I don't think that that would happen anytime soon. You wish. Not yet. That sounds so threatening. Would you, though? I see. I'm learning a lot of things this morning. You didn't say never? I see, you caught on. Don't call me mama.
An offering. Thank you so much.
Did you do this just so I would have to say the word? Did you do that on purpose? I see. Baby donated $5 and said good morning. Good morning to you too, baby. You guys are on one this morning for sure. Current observation? Interesting. You're more like a big sister to me, you know? That's kind of the more preferred. I don't know if I feel like a mom. It could be worse. It could have made you talk like a baby. No, the point isn't for me to sound like a baby. The point is that you guys want to be called baby. And you want me to be the mama. So it would be worse if you guys got me to say something like, you know, like the even more baby way of saying mama. Which I'm trying to avoid because I don't know if y'all need that sound clip.
An offering. Thank you so much.
I see. Good boy donated $5 and said good morning, you know. Good morning to you too. Good boy. I need to go. I think I need a cleansing. It's not Sunday yet, but I think I need to be cleansed. I know, like, I'm a type of demon, and cleansing me would probably mean that I would have to, like, explode or burn or something. But, I think I need a cleansing. What is this? This stream cannot be getting this crazy. I haven't even been going for an hour. Help. Get me out of here. Time to clip it and use it as a soundboard. No, please. Ah! Where would you even use it? What the heck? Don't they throw beans at Onis to cleanse them? Yes. Time for me to go get beaned, I guess. Me on Setsubun instead of hiding in my house because I don't want to have beans thrown at me during Setsubun. Instead, I just go outside and I'm like, it's fine. Just toss them. I've had enough. I've been here over 200 years. I think it's my time. I think it's time to go. Pomodoro, but the alarm is Yuno calling you good boy. Did you mean the worst incentive to get work done ever? Of course you would end up having to take those breaks. You'd, like, throw off your headphones and run away from your computer every time you heard it. Nah, man. Nah, man, nah. That's crazy. But whatever you're into, I guess. There's just certain kinds of positive reinforcement that do not make sense to me. You guys are just like, no, that would make me work so much harder, and I'm just like, please. Please find a different source of motivation. My goodness. You guys are literally so silly. You're so funny and silly. How do you even do it?
An offering. Thank you so much.
Zaterdo donated $5 and said cleansing fund. Thanks. I need it. I do require a cleansing. Thank you very much. That is appreciated. I appreciate the other donations too, by the way. I was just being silly. Just as I assume you were being silly by sending them. OMG, you're so funny too. I feel like that's sarcastic. There's something about the delivery of that that makes it feel sarcastic. To which I would agree. I don't think I'm very funny. Don't let anyone say Yuno doesn't give the people what they want. Honestly, facts. If you ever want a VTuber to do something for you, I am definitely going to be that VTuber. Generally. Obviously, I have my own limits and boundaries, and I will openly state if it is an actual boundary. I wouldn't play along if I didn't actually want to do it. For the record. Let the record show. I won't do literally everything. There's just a lot I would do. I'm never sarcastic. Okay. Sure. You ready to go play baseball? Because I think you're capping right now. She does care? Of course I do. Do a flip. We're doing this again? I can't literally flip. All I can do is, like, make my model spin around so that my feet are on top. We're good boys. We would never ask for weird things. I don't know about that. Cartwheels? Whee! Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Please say yes. Yippee. Wahoo. Now do Valley Girl? No! What is your obsession with Valley Girl? That did put a smile on my face. That's what I am here to do, man. I'm here to be a silly little clown at almost 7 a.m. Sorry. Sorry, that super chat made me laugh. Sorry. Raiden or Raiden? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, sorry, but I'm gonna go with Raiden because it looks like Raid. But Raiden with the $2 super chat. She's in Spain without the A. I like that. Usually people say they're in Spain without the S, but I love... I love Spain without the A. She's in spin. This is the morning brain making me laugh at something so simple, but also, that's so good. I feel like you almost spat out your drink. No. Luckily, I wasn't drinking, nor did I have any bit of, muffin in my mouth. It was just very funny. I like that. My other favorite is in Spain without the P. Yeah, that's good. I like that too. I like those. Dang it, I need to stop laughing. Ah! I'm gonna go crazy. Maybe I really am in Spain without the P. This is gonna ruin my life. I'm gonna be thinking about this for the rest of the day. You got the 3 AM giggles? Well, that's... yeah, I guess so. Basically. We'll go with that. She's Yuno without the Y. So, Uno? I see. Spain on the brain. It really do be like that. The Spain memes are just kind of funny. You're Uno because you're number 1. Aww! Thank you. Thank you. But do you have Uno on your Xbox? I don't have an Xbox, so technically no. I've said before, but the only, like, console that I really own, quote-unquote console, is a Switch. Oh, I also have a PS2, though. My PS2 is in my room. But I can't, like, hook it up to anything. I don't have the right cables to, like, actually utilize it. Wish that I could, but I can't. I don't really know what I would need. Honestly. I don't know enough about tech. Does the PS2 still work? It should. I mean, I haven't used it in a while, so there's a chance that it probably doesn't... I mean, there's a chance that it might not, is what I wanted to say. It might not work, because I haven't used it in a very long time, but it should work. I think the last time I used it was when I wanted to play through Tales of Legendia again. Which wasn't that long ago? I don't think. But time is a weird soup, and I lose track of a lot of things a lot of the time. Yeah, man, the PS2 is a pretty good system. And then I think I still have my Nintendo Wii downstairs? I think. Yeah, it's on, like, the lower level of the cave. I don't remember what's inside of it right now. Inside my Wii, I mean. I think it's either OG Symphonia, like the one for the GameCube, or it might actually be Dawn of the New World, because I think I tried to replay it before I stopped using my Wii. I think. Wish they remade Tales of Legendia. You are me for real. Please. When will they remake it? I'll also take a remaster. If they don't want to do a total remake, I will just take a remaster. Just port it to Steam. I'm begging you. I'm on my hands and knees. I am desperate. Or, like, honestly, considering its graphics, it would probably run on the Switch pretty decently, knock on wood. If they can figure out the weird shenanigans that they pulled with the Symphonia port, maybe they could port it to the Switch. Please. I will just cry. Got any of the rare games for Wii? What do you mean by rare games? I have a feeling that based on my answer, that probably means no. I don't even remember what Wii games I really own besides Dawn of the New World. Oh, no, I have some of the Sonic games for Wii. Like, I have, Sonic and the Black Knight. Sonic and the, what's the other one? The one that's based on the Arabian Nights, 1001 Nights, whatever. That one. I don't remember what the name of that Sonic game was. But I have Sonic and the Black Knight, too. Secret Rings! Yes, thank you. Thinking. I have a lot of Just Dance games. Like, I have the, like, original Just Dance, and then I got, like, as many of the Just Dances as I could that came out for Wii. Because I really like Just Dance. I mean, yeah, I probably also have Wii Sports, because that comes with the Wii. Have you played Fragile Dreams on Wii? No, I don't think so. Now there's no more Just Dances for the Wii. Yeah, didn't they stop around, like, 2021? That was when they stopped releasing them for the Wii, right? I was so sad because, like, if you read up on it, the whole reason that they were still releasing games for the Wii, like, so long after the Wii, like, stopped getting new like, firmware updates or, like, new games in general was because, the Just Dance devs saw that a lot of, like, people in retirement homes would play Just Dance, and a lot of retirement homes mostly, like, had access to, like, older consoles, particularly the Wii. So the whole reason they would still release versions of their games for the Wii, even though the Wii was, like, so, like, out of style by then, was because they wanted the, like, the older audience to be able to still play it. And that still makes me so sad. Man. I have to do a Just Dance stream now? I mean, gotta wait until I get 3D for that, no? Because you would need the proof that I'm actually dancing. But maybe eventually. There might come a day eventually where I would be able to. They kept releasing them on the Wii after they stopped releasing them on the Wii U. Yeah, exactly! Because they knew that there were so many places that had a lot of, like, Wii. Just Yuno wiggle dancing. I don't have a good setup to play Just Dance right now, unfortunately. But I will keep that in mind. Time to make a Mokopi fund. Actually, the other day, Nami-senpai was telling us about a different 3D tracker that she uses. I would probably end up using that instead. I hear it's a better deal. I never had a Wii U. I had the original Wii, but I never bothered to get a Wii U. Just not something I really thought about picking up. And then it, like, very quickly fell out of... I guess fell out of style is the word, even though that's not really the word. It like, was here and then gone, like, just as fast. I feel like that was one of the, like, shorter-lived Nintendo consoles. I, for one, think the GameCube was peak. I miss my GameCube. I don't even know where she is anymore. Probably lost to storage. Yeah, because it sucked. Yes, I understand. GameCube had the best controller ever made. I did really like my GameCube controller. It felt very nice to hold. Buttons were fun to press. Sometimes when I play Symphonia on stream, I use a controller, obviously, because the keyboard layout for Symphonia is booty butt cheeks. To put it lightly, it's booty butt cheeks. So I grabbed my controller so that I didn't have to deal with that. But the thing is, the controller that I use on my PC is a Xbox controller, so I have to, like, think about the Xbox controls, but I'm very used to thinking about the GameCube controls. Even though, like, it doesn't feel the same because the buttons on my Xbox controller are, you know, like, equal size. But every time I think about the GameCube controller and I think about how easy it was to just, like, mash the A button, because the A button was giant. So it was so easy to just, like, mash the A button to do, like, basic attacks. And then the B button being used for specials made sense because it was smaller. So it was a lot harder to hit it by accident. GameCube Symphonia is still the only version that runs at 60 FPS. Yeah, that too! You really notice the difference on the Steam version, at least for me. It's just crazy that every other version hasn't come out at 60. I don't know why they reduced it to 30. I don't see the point in that. "6 hours of sleep achieved, starting my day by making it to your stream." Well, good morning. I hope you had a good 6 hours sleep. Glad to hear that you got that amount of sleep. Finally, somebody who listens to me about getting decent hours of sleep. You can get a Switch controller shaped like a GameCube controller. Yeah, they released that around the time of Smash, right? I never bothered to get it because I thought it was only compatible with the new Smash Brothers. I didn't know if it was compatible with other games. But I'll be real, if it works with the Switch port of Symphonia, I might have to do that. Might have to grab that, perhaps. It is compatible with other games? Sick. That's cool. I like that, actually. I didn't know that. Bamco should have put more care into their other titles when porting them to the Switch. Assuming that Bamco would ever do... Sorry. I just realized I was about to say something that was a bit critical of Bamco, but if I really do want to try and get, like, noticed by Bamco someday, I should probably be nice. Bamco is doing their best. They are working very hard. Please understand. That was the most, like, cop-out response I could have ever given to anything ever. Dear Mr. Bepko, please don't cancel her, right? Mr. Bepko, please. I am in your walls. I desperately want Legendia remaster and or remake. I will be the ambassador specifically for Legendia. Please, I am begging. Thank you. I'm glad you guys all understand that the goal is the Bamco sponsorship. Required. Alright, here's the thing, right? Here are the 3 goals. 3 goals related to Bamco, right? Is me getting to have an official partnership related to Idolish 7, like the Idolish 7 games. That would be epic. Association with Idolmaster games, like if they ever decide that an Idolmaster game deserves to be seen by Western audiences. Besides Shiny Festa, we don't talk about Shiny Festa. Shiny Festa was terrible and mean, and don't get me started. Or Tales. Specifically, I would want to be involved with, like, being a Tales ambassador for Tales of Legendia. I lurk, food will be consumed. Enjoy your breakfast! Idolmaster Yuno win. Idolmaster Yuno as soon as possible, ideally. I love Idolmaster. I would literally do anything to be involved with Idolmaster in some capacity. I keep seeing all of the Idolmaster X Love Live stuff going on right now because of the big crossover, like, festival in Japan right now, and I'm just like, oh, I wish that were me. I want to advocate for Idolmaster so bad. Most of the people that are doing it are either doing it as a crossover or they're focusing purely on the Love Live aspect, and I'm just like, no. Please, if you would have hired me, I would have been pure Idolmaster. I'm on my hands and knees. Ugh. I want it so bad. What about a Tales ambassador for the next Tales game? Oh. Well, see, the thing is, I don't know when they would be planning the next Tales game. It seems like they're more focused on Arise right now, because they just released the DLC last month, right? I don't know if they're thinking about another Mothership title anytime soon. Flagship, whatever. They call them Mothership titles, within the fan base. I don't know if they're thinking about another Mothership Tales right now. I feel like if any other Tales game is going to come out, it's going to be another, like, gacha crossover game. And I will cross my the entirety of my limbs into a pretzel in hopes that it won't suck. Please. Don't you need a tail to be a Tales ambassador? Ha 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 ha. Hilarious. How long did it take you to think up that one? Listen, Bamco, the day Idolmaster Yuno becomes real, I will buy my first Idolmaster game. See? There is a Western market! I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. I want Miki and Hibiki back from Idolmaster. Yeah! I love them so much. You have good taste. My best girl in Idolmaster, if we're talking about the OGs, changes depending on my mood. I will have to repeat this a million, bajillion, trillion times, but I am basically a Dade demo in that I do really like pretty much every girl in the franchise. I usually will say Miki, but sometimes I say Hibiki. Sometimes it's Chihaya, sometimes it's Makoto. Makoto was the reason I got into Idolmaster, actually. So Makoto kind of has a special place in my heart for that reason. They are 100% working on a new one right now. It's standard to start working on the next title before the current game even finishes. Not for Tales. You're not talking about the right franchise. That is not standard for Tales. I wouldn't necessarily agree with that. We know why you like Makoto. Huh? Is it predictable? Is the fact that I like tomboys predictable? Or are you about to say something really mean about Makoto? If you slander my girl, I am afraid I will have to time you out. So tread carefully. Won't accept Makoto slander in my household. I think they only overlap with spin-offs with the Tales games. Would agree. No liking tomboys is just common sense. I do love me a good tomboy. They are quite cute. I think that Makoto's type does it really, really well, where she's like... She wants so desperately to be cute, but in reality, she's just better at, like, the cool or, like, the more boyish stuff. I really like the gap moe there. She's so baby. I love her. We just have to wither on the vine while waiting for the next mainline game. Exactly. That's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if they were working on, like, crossover games or, like, mobile games or other, like, various spin-offs. But there's no way that they're working on another Mothership. The Mothership title is not going to be coming for a while. Arise was so successful that I hope that they understand, though, that people want the Mothership titles more than they want these spin-off in-between games. So I honestly really do hope that they start focusing more on, like, Mothership titles, and so we get something else new. I remember the scenes where she dressed up in guy clothes and they had the girls screaming in the background. Yeah, and they've made it so that Makoto really is, like, uncomfortable around a lot of other girls because of this. That's why, like... how do I word this? There are a lot of people that think that there's, like, good pairs for Makoto, like, with, like, around the... Sorry, I'm gonna talk about shipping again. I'm one of those girls. It's also the morning. I'm allowed to talk about what I want. When people ship Makoto with, like, the other girls and the Idolmaster cast, particularly, like, if they ship her with Yukiho, I'm just like, are you guys paying attention to Makoto's characterization at all? She very obviously does not want to be perceived that way. She's not interested like that. I feel like it's deviating from her characterization to do that. But that's just my opinion. Like, you're definitely allowed to ship whoever with whoever. Far be it from me to judge, but I'm always kind of like... I always kind of side-eye people who ignore very blatant, like, canonical evidence towards the opposite in favor of pushing for a thing that they want to see, or whatever. But that's just me. I'm all for, like, unrealistic ships and everything. It's just that, like, when it comes to me, I don't really ship Makoto with any of the girls. Not that I ship her with the producer either, because, like, at least the producer that they use as, like, the producer stand-in in, like, the anime and stuff is, like, very obviously an adult, and Makoto is usually a high schooler. So, I don't necessarily go that route either, but, like, I just don't really understand when people ignore that aspect of Makoto's character. Like, they have so many times where they bring up that she's uncomfortable with the fact that girls are, like, into her because she's so boyish. Like, she doesn't like that. I don't know. But that's just me. I do understand that Makoto has good chemistry with girls in the cast, though. Like, that part of it makes sense. I just don't personally do any shipping like that. For me. You ship Makoto x Yuno? No, I don't ship myself with Makoto. If anything, I would just be like, this is my child. Please stop harassing her. We are like the best platonic ship, probably. I still remember trying to make a unit with Makoto into a cutesy one, and I failed. It's just not possible. Oh, I guess that's something I could ask for those of you that, like, know Idolmaster or, like, played any of the Idolmaster games. Do you have any, like, particular units that you really liked? That's one of my favorite things about the Idolmaster games, is being able to, like, make whatever unit you want and, like, have them be in whatever position for the songs, like, changing out your center. You could... I think even in, like, one of the older games, you could literally script the song line by line, which is really cool. They took that out as they started adding more songs in later Idolmaster games. I'm guessing it got more complicated to have, like, that fine-tuning of a script, as the games got, like, more complicated and there were more characters added or whatever. That said, I have particular units that I really liked using, personally, that were, like, they were, like, my IMAS 2 units. I'm just curious if anyone had any unit formations that they liked, if they know anything about Idolmaster, but that's a very nerdy question. I don't know how many of you actually, like, played Idolmaster. I can just share mine if nobody has any. I did actually manage to get a kind of cute unit with Makoto. That's why I was thinking about it. Idolmaster Nerd Out stream. Honestly, that would be a very nerdy stream. I wish I could do it. Damco, please let me out of jail. I just do 5 cards of my Oshi. Never got deep into the games, but I learned enough about the characters to gush. Understandable. Chihaya and Takane was my go-to. They have such a good blend. You're so real for that. Out of the OG members, Makoto, Chihaya, and Hibiki was my main. Ooh! Yeah, that's good. That's a good trio. One of my favorite units that I produced was Makoto, Hibiki, Yayoi. I called them Happy Feet. Because I chose them because they all had, like, the really high dance stat out of the original girls. I really liked that unit. I think they did a really good job. They were so cute! Good morning, Yuno. How are ya? I'm good. I'm talking about Idolmaster, which makes me happy. I like talking about things I enjoy. But yeah, that was like my favorite unit to produce. I also had a unit that was Miki, Chihaya, Takane. I don't remember what I named them. But they were like the very intense, like, cool unit. They were the, like, they get, like, the cool songs. They had, like, a ballad or two, but they were, like, the, like, really cool, like, mature unit that kind of, like, counterbalanced Happy Feet. So that was another unit I really liked. What else? I have, like, other units that I really liked, too. Have you played Idol Manager yet? I feel like it would suit you well. I have played Idol Manager in like, the past. I didn't actually really like it. The thing that I really like about Idol Master is that, like, well, first of all, that the game is voiced. Second of all, I really like, the fact that I can actually hear the songs and that I can, like, see the results of my hard work. The thing about Idol Manager is that you don't really get to see a lot of it because it's just, like, pointing and clicking and then things just happen. Like, I don't really get to see the songs that are being performed. I just see that a song was made. And that kind of doesn't really appeal to me in the same way that the stuff for Idolmaster does. In theory, though, I probably would have loved Idol Manager if it had just a little bit more detail put in like that. I understand why they didn't, because of, like, the nature of the game, but The reason why I liked Idolmaster so well is because it had a lot more, like... Well, it had a smaller cast, and while you had a lot of... and it gave you, like, a lot of choice that, like, actually felt like it mattered. Takane Miki and the forehead girl Iori for me. Honestly, that's also a pretty good group. I think that's a canon unit. I think that group has actually been used in... canon... song, like, official song groupings before. Like, song official units. I don't think they have a name, but I think they had, like, a single where the three of them sang, like, the master version of a song. I miss all those inserted songs, plus the changes in voice depending on the character you used. Yes! Yes, you get me! You understand! That's my favorite thing about Idolmaster. I love that you get to hear, like, different girls sing, like, different combinations of lines in order to interpret a song. So, like, you could have two different playthroughs with two different units, but you could give them the same song and it has, like, a completely different sound based on who you have in the unit, and it's so cool. It's so cool. I got into Idolmaster around the time of, like, Idolmaster 2, because I got into Idolmaster through the anime. So Isla was, like, obsessed with, like, watching people play Idolmaster 2. I love Idolmaster 2's gameplay style so much because it also had an intense focus on story. A lot of the games that came after Idolmaster 2 kind of stopped focusing on story. I think because people didn't really like that it became so story-driven. So, like, a lot of the later games have just been more focused on, like, production. And you still have, like, character story elements, but it's, like, less story-driven, like, game-wise. Which is, depending on your taste, it's either good or bad. I understand the value of it. But as somebody who really liked the, like, character, like, story aspect, I really loved the story in Idolmaster 2. But I was also a Jupiter stan. Maybe because I am a girl that likes Idolmaster, but I quite liked Jupiter, and I remember that everyone, that, like, the JP fandom hated Jupiter, because they were like, males in my idol game. Males are talking to my idols. Grr. But I thought Jupiter were really good characters. I wasn't really that threatened by them. Grr. Males. But, like, listen... Alice Are Guilty is a good song. It's kind of a banger. I'm happy that Jupiter kind of got to have, like, a fresh start with Side M. Side M is not... Well, okay. Again, I have to tread carefully here because I don't want to trash Bamco. I wish that Bamco gave a little bit more to Side M than they have in more recent times. I guess that's how I'll word this. I think that Side M deserves the world. And I get kind of sad when they get ignored like that. But no, I really like Jupiter. I like that they got their chance to start over in Side M and that they got to be, like, happy and more laid back. And, like, variants of their songs and everything. The story was good though. The rival idol group, and you have to do better, and it adds character, like how Hibiki was from a rival company. Yeah. The fact that Project Fairy even exists is, like, entirely based on the premise from, like, the Idolmaster SP games, and, like, man, to think that if those games didn't do so well, we wouldn't have Takane and Hibiki in, like, the main Idolmaster cast now. But then the problem is that a lot of people don't really remember that aspect of their characters. Especially in more recent times, like with Million Live, because the original girls are there in, like, Million Live theater days and stuff. I feel like nobody really remembers that those girls used to come from a different agency, or that there was a time where Miki defected. There's, like, so much Idolmaster lore that people just don't know. Me climbing onto my soapbox, like, I need to teach the people. They need to understand. But I don't know, this probably should not turn into an info dumping stream. too many idols. That is not true. There is never... Well, okay. I was about to say there's no such thing as too many, but then I remembered that one of the main reasons I'm not into Cinderella girls is because there's literally too many, so... I'm not one to talk. I guess you could say that 52 is my cap because there are 52 girls in Million Live. But I think that Million Live does a much better job of incorporating all of them, and they do feel all, like, equally developed. Kind of. Also, I will be right back. Gotta go do a thing real quick. bombastic side eye. That is a pretty funny pose to have her be left on. Hold on. Repossessing the body. Nice. Sorry about that. As this is a morning where I usually get things done, I had to take care of some things, but I'm back. I refilled my coffee. Yippee! Now that she's away, let's just kiss that forehead. No! Cooties. Affection. Ah. Thank you for the welcome back. Where was I? I forget what I was talking about. I guess it wasn't that important if I can't remember. We were talking about Idolmaster? Oh! Yeah. I love Idolmaster. I guess it's the best place to leave it if I can't remember where I was. Something Idolmasters. So true. That's like 90% of what I talk about. It's either that or Idolish 7. Idolmaster, please Bimco. It's like never going to happen. If we want to go back to the topic of like freaking Shiny Festa. Man. Idolmaster Shiny Festa. Okay. I will talk about this as briefly as I can, but basically, for context, people in the Western fandom for Idolmaster have been begging and pleading for localizations for years from Bamco. And, like, there's even, like, a meme. There's, like, a really old tweet from, like, gosh, I think it's an almost 10-year-old tweet now. But there was, like, a meme about how they were never going to localize anything for Idolmaster. And, like, explicitly said they never would. And then, like, suddenly, just, like, out of nowhere, a shadow drop for Idolmaster Shiny Festa, like, a localized version of Idolmaster Shiny Festa, is, like, it just appears, like, in the... I think it was an iOS release? Yeah, they, like, released the whole game, so, okay. Context for Idolmaster Shiny Festa. Sorry, I cannot stop talking. Shiny Festa was originally a series of games for the PSP. I believe it was for the original PSP. I don't think it was a Vita game. But it was originally for the PSP. It had 3 different versions. The plot was basically you are going to a festival with the girls and you, like, have them in assigned units and you work with, like, a certain subsect of the girls in each game. And, like, they have, like, a group song that you can unlock if you complete, like, the festival battles. Like, it basically takes the festival battle element from the mainline games and just makes an entire game dedicated to, like, that. And it's, like, a very basic rhythm game. You have 2 buttons. You press 2 buttons and then make thing happen. So, it was, like, a really basic rhythm game. That, like, took advantage of, like, the festival battle style where, like, you had to get a score that was higher than your opponent. And then you would win, and then you would go up in rank until you won the festival. That was basically the premise of Shiny Festa. So then suddenly, Bamco shadow drops a localized version of this. And, like, they don't really say anything about it, but the problem with that is they state, I think it was either in the description of the game, or, like, when they were asked about it somewhere, like, they just, when they, like, related to their, like, very sudden drop of it, was that this was their test to see how many people were actually interested in Idolmaster localizations. But the problem is, this was back in, like, the really old days of, like, iOS, so it was not optimized very well to begin with. Like, I remember I had, like, a really old, like, really bad iPhone at that time, so I couldn't even dream of being able to play it. But, like, they also charged you for all like, they charged you, like, an insane inflated price because the version of it that released for iOS, I think, was a combination of all 3 versions. I don't think you had to buy the versions separately, did you? I don't remember. I don't think they were separated, but they might have been. I don't remember. I do remember that there was, like, an inflated price that had, like, all of the songs. Or, like, maybe you buy the base game and then you get all of the, like, individual songs for the different subunits as, like, paid DLC or something. I don't remember. You had to buy them separately? Okay, right. I couldn't remember what it was, but yeah, you had to buy the versions separately. And they all had the same, like, really insanely inflated cost to get all 3 of them. And of course, because they are ports of, like, a PSP game on, like, a poorly optimized iOS, you basically would have had to have a smartphone dedicated specifically to the Shiny Festa games if you wanted to have all of them. And then, like, even ignoring all of this, the actual localization was not that great. A lot of things were, like, mistranslated. They clearly did not proofread it. I remember there used to be a meme within the Idolmaster fandom because they translated the very basic word of hobbies as hoobies because they didn't spell check. So instead of hobbies, which is Hobbies, they spelled it hoobies, Hoobbies. Hoobies. They're like, yeah, this is our test to see if people really want localized Idolmasters, and then they spell hoobies in the character descriptions, like the character profiles. Ah! It was a train wreck. But, like, they were so expensive because you either had to, like, pay for all 3 separate ones, or you just had to, like, pay for the one. And then, like, it was poorly optimized because they turned it into a touch-based rhythm game, like a tap-tap rhythm game. Yeah, and then, like, it was super laggy because they didn't optimize it for iOS that well. And, like, they basically sabotaged it. Like, they knew that there were going to be people who were going to be getting their hands on it, and that they were going to not like it, and then, like, they weren't gonna get, like, anything good out of it. And it makes me so mad. They basically, like, released it like this, knowing that it was not going to do well. And basically being like, oh, well, nobody wanted to play Shiny Festa. I guess you guys don't actually want an Idolmaster game. And it was just so terrible. I remember how mad the fandom was at that. I vividly remember. It's just so frustrating, right? Because I feel like Idolmaster would be really popular. Because I think a lot of Idol franchises have, like, really taken off, especially in, like, more recent years. It feels like idols are in, like, a really good place. And Idolmaster were, like, one of the OG Idolmaster, or OG Idolmaster. They were one of the OG Idol franchises. You would think that Bamco would want to take the fact that they have, like, the OG Idol franchise and, like, localize it for Western audiences. Because we have a Western audience that's actually really interested in idols and, like, idol-related content. So I really don't know why they haven't, still, like, to this day. One of the whole reasons I upgraded to a better PC was because I wanted to play the Idolmaster game that actually came out on PC. Like, the latest Idolmaster game that came out is the first time that the series has ever had a game release on Steam. And I was so desperate to play it, I got a PC! And then guess what? It's region locked. It's one of those games where you can't play it unless you actually, like, register your region as being in Japan. And Steam has those rules about how you can't, like, change your region, or it'll, like, lock your account if you try to fib or whatever. You can't get it gifted because your account doesn't live in the region. And it's just, it's like, it's region locked. And I was so sad. And, like, at first I was like, but why is it region locked? It has an English, like, it has an English game description. Doesn't that mean it's going to get translated? And then I found out that it's actually just a rule that if you want to have your game listed on Steam, you have to have an English version of the description. because Steam is based in, like, a Western country that speaks English. So, like, it's just... I'm baffled. I am baffled by the decisions. I have 2 accounts now because of it. I thought that didn't work. I thought it was, like, explicitly stated that things like that don't work in order to get it. Like, you have to be on, like, a Japanese PC. I mean, I'm proud of you for figuring out a way to be able to play the game, because I would have done that too, but, like... I was so devastated. I had really thought that this was going to be their venture into finally letting the Western audience play an Idolmaster game. I want to play it so bad. I still think about them. One of the cool things about Stella Stage 2 is that, like, not only are there, like, new characters that get, like, introduced as, like, new protag and, like, new rival, but we also get... It's, like, the first crossover game that has, like, all of the IPs that have girls anyway, because Side M isn't in it, but, like... It's like a crossover production project where you get to, like, make crossover units with, like, the OG Idolmaster girls, and you have a couple girls from Shiny Colors, a couple girls from Cinderella Stage, and a couple girls from Million Live, and it's just like, man. Shiny Colors, Cinderella girls, Million Live. And then OGs. Like, it was so cool. What? I want to play it so bad. Why won't they let me? I just think that there's so much, like, untapped potential, and I don't understand why they want to keep their heads in the sand about it. Like, there's clearly an audience for Idolmaster like this. Like, I know there is. So I just don't understand why they don't want to, like, acknowledge that. That's the thing that's just truly crazy to me. Sitting on a crazy untapped market. But it is what it is. Man. I mean, I don't want to blame it too much on, like, the executives. I'm sure that is a big part of it, but, like... It really does just feel like they have their heads in the sand regarding it, and I really wish that they would reconsider that, because, me personally, I would drop everything if an Idolmaster game got localized. I would be directly at my manager's door like, I need permissions for this now. I need you to get me the permissions for this within the next hour. Because if not, I am going to guerrilla stream and I am going to play this game. I don't care if I have to unarchive it. I am going to play this right now. Me for real. I literally would go crazy. I don't usually make demands. I am a very passive individual when it comes to, like, asking for stuff, right? Like, I'll just quietly be like, oh, I want to put this game in and, like, request perms. I don't really mind when I get them. Just, like, get them to me whenever. Or, like, hey, I want to work on this project, but I'm, like, not in a rush for it. Here's who I'm thinking to, like, ask to do this aspect of it. But no rush. Just, like, do it whenever. Or, like, I'll take suggestions if this doesn't work. Or whatever. And then, but, like, yeah, generally I'm pretty passive. But if it was Idolmaster, all bets are off. I would literally be like, I need this yesterday. And that's why you should make Yuno your ambassador, Bamco. Yes, that is my campaign pitch. I am here for Idolmaster. Please let me in. Speaking of my manager, I just got a DM from Sora, who I'm guessing is watching the stream. But he says, I can't give you permission, but I can buy the game and screen share while I play the game to make you jealous. Why would you do this? Hey. Oi. manager so intensely. But I mean, I would also just... I would watch it though, that's the thing. Yeah, of course you guys support Sora and his evil, evil ventures. Can you imagine? Man. Fate and Nasuverse works 2 years in a popular EN gacha to finally consider the Western audience as viable. This is true. I mean, I think Fate is kind of in a more unique spot because their localization was taken over by Aniplex, which, like, has its own, like, dedicated localization teams. But I assume it did, like, take them a while to finally hand over the IP to have somebody else translate it. But I don't know that much about Fate to really know for sure. I have a friend that knows a lot about Fate, though. Maybe I should just ask them about it if I want real information. I have yet to give time to Fate. I understand. I also haven't really given much time to Fate. I've said it before. I've tried FGO, like, I think 3 separate times. All 3 times, I just couldn't stick with it. I couldn't stick with it. I really wanted to, like it. Because people told me I would love it because Fate has so much lore, but, like, I don't know, man. It's just too much of a commitment for me. And because I am someone that cares a lot about lore, I want to read every single word, and I want to, like, pay attention to the story. The friend that I mentioned that really likes Fate, they will, like, have really long, like, rambling sessions to me where they will, like, rant about aspects of the story, and they'll just, like, try their best to explain it to me, and then every time they're like, wait, you need context, I need to explain this. And then they explain something else, and they're like, oh wait, that needs context too, we have to go back in time to this. And then they'll be like, okay, so now we go back here, but also, as we go forward, I'm going to have to come back and revisit this later. And I'm just sitting there like, I need a Spark Notes. I need a Spark Notes, or I need a line chart of what you are talking about. Why are we eating Yuno for breakfast? You're not eating me! We are having breakfast together! At the beginning of the universe, there was Nasu. I'll just read the wiki at that point. I don't know how to tell you this, but unfortunately the wiki is even more convoluted. So we're eating breakfast for Yuno? Yes? Eat breakfast for me. Take care of yourselves. Pleading. Don't eat me, though. I don't think half onis taste very good. But that's just me. Please don't eat me. Please don't eat me. You forgot the S on wiki? Right, I'm sorry, the wikis. The many, the multiple. I didn't eat a cupcake! It's a muffin! It's too early, Yuno sleep. Oh, you know what? You're so right. I really do need a Yuno sleep emote. That'll be on the list of ones that I grab. Funny enough, breakfast in Spanish is desayuno. Really? I didn't know that, but also, I'm not very good at Spanish. Tried to learn. Not very good. Not very good at Spanish. Not my thing. Muffins are just de-icing cupcakes? You take that back. You take that back right now. That is a lie. That is not correct. Spanish is easy to learn. Not true. Big disagree. If you are like me and your brain just does not accept any other language besides English and trying to learn Japanese because you like anime, disagree. I can't do Spanish. Cupcakes are just smaller muffins. Well, yeah, and this is a big muffin. Therefore, muffin. Desayuno con Yuno. I guess that's a literal translation of breakfast with Yuno. Because I know con, because I've heard con leche, which I think means with milk. I think. My accent probably sounds terrible because I'm really bad at Spanish. Please forgive me. I'm sorry that my accent is awful. What kind of muffin did you eat? This is a red velvet muffin. Cupcakes are more like cakes in texture, while muffins are more like bread. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? That comment is correct. Muffins are more like a bread. They are less sweet than cupcakes. Cupcakes are, like, made to be really, really sweet. I mean, granted, this being a red velvet muffin means that it's pretty sweet, but it's still a muffin. It's made like a muffin. It's not a cupcake! Stop! Cupcakes are bread too? No, they're not! Don't say that. First time viewer fell asleep and ended up waking to this open. Well, hello! Hope you enjoy your stay. Also, good morning. Happy, I assume it's probably Saturday for you? Happy Saturday! I took psychic damage from you comparing cupcakes to bread. I'm not doing it on purpose. I was reading a comment that made a bit of sense, at least to me. Things are weird on Onigashima. I apologize if it's not the same how it is in your world. Muffins are pancakes? What do you mean? Huh? Explain. Because I would only agree with that if we were talking strictly about muffin tops. Because muffin tops are basically pancakes. Because they are flat and they are also circular. If we were talking about, like, just the cutoff like a muffin top, then yes, maybe that could be a pancake. But the rest of the muffin, that wouldn't be a pancake because it's too dense. Technically, any bread can be a pancake if you flatten. Not really! I feel like pancakes are more specific than that. Both muffins and pancakes are quick breads. I hate this. I hate this desperately. I am going to be bothered by this forever. What do you mean? You mean like crepes? Yeah, but crepes are just really thin pancakes. But if muffins are breads, wouldn't they be a type of toast? No? You bake bread. Just because you bake bread doesn't mean that it's a toast. What? What are you on about? This is why you don't talk about food as a streamer. You just end up in these weird fights. If you double bake muffins, then maybe... Really? I don't know about that. So what you're saying is crepes are flat cupcakes? No, because with crepes, like, the thing about a cupcake, when I think about, like, a cupcake, I think about the liner. Like, there's, like, a liner there, So, like, it's not the same as a crepe. A crepe is just, like, you like, drizzle the batter on the pan. That's different. Toast is just twice baked bread. Stop! Not like this. My life is ruined. That's not a cupcake! It's not poured into a cup! Cupcake means in cup. It's cup of cake. I feel like you've never seen a cupcake before. That's not what a crepe is. You don't put crepes into a cup. Crepes are flat baguettes. Shut up. Shut up. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Would you consider cereal a soup? No, cereal is a cereal. If something is to be a soup, it has to be, like, purposefully, like, prepared with the intention of becoming a soup. Just because you pour milk over cereal does not make it soup. That's just milk over cereal, because milk itself is not soup. I think most folks are just messing with you. Oh, probably. And so in return, I am being the Tsukomi. That is my whole dynamic with my chat. Please understand. Cereal is cold porridge? I mean, yeah, I guess so. But it depends on the cereal. Does that make oatmeal soup? Yes, hot soup. Is chocolate milk a soup? No, it's milk. It's flavored milk. Sounds like a soup to me. It's stuffed with liquid in a bowl. No! Milk itself is just a liquid. But, like, with soup, you have to, like... With soup, you take something and you cook it down into, like, a stock or, like, a broth. You know? That's different. With milk, it's just milk. Milk is not the same as, like, a soup broth. Is Yuno a soup? No! I am too solid. I am made of flesh and bones. This has been enlightening, to say the least. Please don't take anything my chat says seriously. Unless someone comes in here and says that they are actually an expert, I don't actually believe anybody here. Chowder may use cream, but you still need the stock. Yeah, exactly! You get it. You understand. Cereal is sweet and cold stew? No! It's not a stew! Sounds like you're not cooking your cereal. Yeah, I don't! Because I'm normal. Though also I don't really eat cereal that often. I'm not really a cereal enjoyer. Never have been. When it came to, like, breakfast as a kid, I was always the, like, pancakes and waffles kid. I've talked about it before, but I was, like, very picky when I was little. So, I had, like, set things that I would enjoy. Which was not cereal for a very long time. And that's the problem? That I don't cook cereal? Well, what? It depends on the cereal! I just said that! You need to grill your cereal? Grilled milk. Mmm. Delicious. Yummy. You're still picky? Maybe in some respects. I wouldn't say always, though. I've gotten better, at least compared to where I was when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I've said it before, but I, like, didn't even really eat any meat products, like, ever. Not because I chose to be vegetarian, I just didn't want them. I thought they were weird. Because I was so picky. But now, like, when it comes to breakfast and things, I'm more willing to eat, like, bacon and eggs and, like, the more savory sides of breakfast. Grill your milk to get that curdly texture. Not the curdled milk. No, gross. Ick. Eck. I microwave my cereal? What kind of cereal? That's the real question. Are you microwaving Fruit Loops? Because that's where I'm going to question your life decisions. But if you're microwaving, like, oats, or if you're microwaving, like, I don't know, Cheerios or something, I guess that's a little bit more tolerable. But don't microwave your Fruit Loops. Does that make ice cream a solid soup? It's not a soup! It's not a soup! The only cold soup that's valid is, like... Well, there's actually a couple cold soups that are valid, but, like... Ice cream is not a soup. Ice cream only becomes a soup when it melts. And ice cream soup is delicious. Shredded wheat only, every other cereal is too sweet to be cereal. You sound like a grandpa. That's a very grandpa answer. But also, I think you are supposed to microwave shredded wheat anyway. I think trying to eat shredded wheat raw, or like without microwaving it, I guess, is like kind of difficult. Microwave the ice cream, got it? I mean, if you want to ruin your ice cream, you can do that. I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but like... I just wait until the ice cream melts. I used to do it more when I was a kid, but if I ever had like the more like hard or old-fashioned ice creams, I would like purposefully like squish them around with my spoon until they got a little bit like soft and like more of like a soft servy texture. And that was basically like ice cream soup. And I would like stir it up in the bowl until it was like that kind of like creamy texture. Ice cream soup. Don't play with your food, Yuno. You're not the boss of me. I'm going to scream. Okay, guys. Sora has a question for you. Are you ready? Do you guys want Sora's question? Do you want to know what his question is? Ice cream could be a soup based off of your experience? Yes, but only in the very specific circumstances that I talked about. Okay. You ready? Alright. So here's Sora's question. This isn't about ice cream soup, but what do your fans think about Boba Hot Pot? I'm asking for science. So what are your thoughts on Boba Hot Pot? Explain. Personally, I don't know what the heck Sora's talking about. Stew. Alright. That's the answer. I see. We have multiple people saying stew. I will send a picture. Okay. Sora's gonna send me a photo, an example of what he is talking about. Boba Hot Pot is a muffin. He's being ridiculous. As long as it's spicy. I see. If the boba is in coffee, it would be best hot. Hot boba. That feels very weird. Wouldn't it just become, like, sticky? Or, like, goopy? Because boba is just, like, like tapioca, right? So, it would just kind of be, like, goopy tapioca. I think there are a lot of warm tapioca desserts that could be boba hot pot until I heard spicy. What? Sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Why do I have to look at this with my eyes? This is a terrible, terrible morning to have eyes. Hold on. Let me see if it is. Alright, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is just so silly. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. What is this? Alright, wait. What did this save as? Okay, there's... let's see. So he asked me to show you this and say, how does this make you guys feel? This is Boba Hot Pot. Sorry, I know you don't like it when I'm in front of the image. Or when I'm behind the image, so let me get in front of it, is what I meant to say. Let me, Okay, I'm over here. How do you feel about this? This is Boba Hot Pot. What a terrible day to have eyes. Yeah, see? See? Okay. Looks yummy. Cancel Sora. I would eat that. Reminds me of Filipino halo halo, just bigger. Oh, you know what? True. But I think halo halo is supposed to be cold, no? I had that. It was pretty good. Oh, okay. Looks like a party platter. Looks kind of good. Looks fun. I don't know what to think about it. I have very mixed feelings. I regret seeing this. I'll try anything once. Why do you still have ketchup and soy sauce as a side? Looks like one of those variety plates with cracker cheese and ham. Oh, so like a party plate. I kind of get what you mean. Or like a charcuterie board. But with boba ingredients. The only thing nasty there is the ketchup. We need this as boxer punishment. I would have to figure out what kind of stream I would have to do in order to, like, have this be my punishment. But, like, amazing. Okay. Don't hate that till you try it. It's basically like Brazilian pizza, but hot pot. Speaking of pizza... Sora sent me another image. I have another one for you. I have another image for you. Mate. I'm literally going insane, I think. Okay. How did this save? Right. How does this make you feel? I feel like I am like a psychologist and I am showing you ink blots. I'm asking you to look at the images and tell me how it makes you feel. Okay, chat. How do you feel about this one? See, I think this is worse than the hot pot. What are those? That's boba. It's boba pizza. Bobizza. Okay. I would eat that. Pizza is good. I would still eat it for what it is. Sora, that is enough internet for you today. Turn it off. BRB, I'll get my pitchfork. Still not worse than Swedish banana pizza. You know what? True. I think banana pizza would be worse. Is that boba pizza? Yes, it is. Oh, joy. It got worse. It makes me unreasonably violent. Too chewy, don't think the flavor would mix. Looks AI generated. No, that's real. I do think that is a human hand. You can tell based on the hand. Are those olives? No, those are boba. Give me that pizza. That is worse than the hot pot. Not the worst pizza. Give me that pizza. Sora needs their internet privileges revoked. No, I need my manager. I would have rather thought they were blueberries. Okay, if my manager sent me something with blueberries, I would have to think that they were trying to kill me. Because I said before, but I can't have blueberries. there is a chance that I would swell up and probably die. So, if I got sent something with blueberries, I would know that that is their way of saying that I need to perish. Perhaps that's not cheese, but custard! This is a custard pie with boba! I think you're coping. I mean, I don't know if it's literally an allergy, but it's an intolerance for sure. I am definitely intolerant when it comes to them. So beans and blueberries, Beans are not a good time for this Oni either. I would say that beans are the worst of the two. But here are our food crimes. So basically, we are in agreement that this is bad. I think that boba hot pot is not as bad as boba pizza or pizza. I do not think I would eat the bobizza. I think that there is just something about how this looks. It looks like alien eggs on top of a pizza. Especially, like, that front slice. Like, do you see that front slice there where the cheese is covering some of the boba? So it's, like, hidden boba. Also, well, actually, you can't tell if it has a sauce. I was about to say, if this is still, like, a red sauce pizza, and it's, like, cheese, red sauce, and then boba, that would be disgusting. But I don't think this has a sauce on it. I think it's just cheese and boba. I think. I don't even know what boba tastes like. It's chewy. It has, like, a little bit of a taste, but it also doesn't really taste like anything. But it's just kind of chewy. They don't really look like alien eggs from my experience, but close enough. I mean, okay, so what alien eggs have you seen in real life? Tell me that, huh? It looks like how biting into a raisin cookie expecting it to be chocolate chip feels. You know what? That's fair. I think that's a valid assessment. Hey, yo, what am I looking at? So my manager sent me 2 pictures of different boba experiences. One was boba hot pot, and then this one is boba pizza. The people have chosen. They think that boba hot pot would be more tolerable than boba pizza. And honestly, yeah, you're probably right about that. Boba does harden up when not so fresh. Yeah, I've heard that too. I wonder if, like, cooking it like this, like, baking it on the pizza would, like, affect the texture that way. Like, do you think it would make it hard? Probably not, right? Like, it's probably still chewy, right? We're thinking of bosses and Yuno will eat this on stream. I would not know where to get this. You are very optimistic in saying that I would do this. I don't think I can actually get a boba pizza anywhere. I don't know why Sora had both of these photos on lock, just, like, ready to be presented. What is this man thinking? I don't know what he's thinking about half the time. And I mean that in a positive way. I like Sora very much. If you can't find it, make it yourself. You guys know I'm a terrible cook. If I was going to try to make a pizza at home from scratch and put boba on it, that would somehow end up even worse than it sounds. Does Sora have a pic of a boba cupcake? I don't know. Good question. Ready to talk about food crimes? You know what? That's so true. I feel like he has just been waiting for an opportunity to ask people about these weird bobas. Just like, please, I have to know. Well, yeah, you tried baking a muffin for breakfast and you made a cupcake instead. I didn't bake it! I got it from a bakery. This is a little bakery. So Sora says that if you Google boba cupcakes, there are a lot. Specifically, the quotation from him is they come out en masse. So you'll find a lot of results if you look for boba cupcakes, actually.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Jube, thank you for the $20 for your boba pizza fund. No! I'm not getting boba pizza! I'm not doing the boba pizza. You can't make me. I wouldn't know how to do it. I don't know how to make a pizza to begin with. I don't know how to prepare boba. This would be a nightmare. I'm frightened by what unmasked means. So unmasked is a term for, like, it comes in like a flood. There's just, like, a ton of them. So if you look up boba cupcakes, it just means that you would find a lot of different cupcakes that do have boba in them. If you won't get some, I'll just figure out where I can get some for myself. I mean, if you try it, you gotta tell me. You gotta, like, put it in my hashtag and give it a review. That is my requirement. You gotta tell me if it's bad. Or if it's good, even. 5K celebration, you eat one of those pizzas on stream? Okay, can I compromise with you? If we get to 5K in this month, I will let you customize a pizza for me. But I doubt we would be able to actually get boba. But I would let you choose the pizza toppings for a pizza for me. But I have to get to 5K this month. Otherwise, we're not doing it. But yeah, I'll do a stream where I, like, set up a pizza order. And I give you guys the list of the toppings to vote on and stuff. That's our compromise, okay? It's a promise. Time to start posting links. Oh, man. What did I just sign up for? Not beans and blueberry. This is also correct. We want to try to avoid things that would actually make me die. You can, like, put on really gross stuff, for sure, but, like, we want to try to avoid things that would actually, like, harm me. We'll mail you the boba. I did just realize that that is technically a workaround. I could just order the base pizza. Boil the boba, question mark. I think you boil it. And then, like, put it on the pizza. Ah, that would be awful! Oh, no. Weirdest 5K celebration ever. I eat, like, the world's grossest pizza, and then it also has boba on it. My only input will be that you make dots one of the toppings. What are dots? Do you mean, like, the candy?
Thank you so much.
Reiner, thank you for the $5 boba pizza / hot pot or a Taiwanese Oreo pizza. Which is worse as a batsu? Taiwanese Oreo pizza. What are you... Okay, so, like, listen. Oreo pizza doesn't sound like a punishment. Oreo pizza doesn't sound like a batsu at all. To me, anyway. But I don't know what you're talking about. Dots are candy? Okay, dots the candy. Right, that's what I thought it was. I feel like I've heard of, like, the candy. I just didn't know for sure if that's what you meant. It's weird that Batsu streams are the norm instead of reward streams. Listen, I will willingly be the funny, weird food consumer streamer. I do quite like food. Do you dip the Oreo pizza in milk too? I mean, I would assume so if it's an Oreo. You think till you see it? Okay, let me look this up. Okay, hold on. Taiwanese Oreo pizza. Oh! That's what you meant. Still not that bad. So the picture of it does look kind of awful. But, like, realistically, it's not bad. Scale of 1 to 10? Like a 4? Like, I think it would be tolerable. Hold on, let me get this picture. So, like, the thing about it is that it's a popcorn chicken pizza, and then it's got Oreos on it. Let me save this image. My photo gallery is going to look so awful. Mate. Okay. What? There it is. This. Here, I'll make it bigger. Hold on. I think I gotta make it bigger. So here's what it looks like. Let me see if I can find a description. New pizza featuring popcorn chicken and Oreo cookies. Based on the advertisement, the popcorn chicken pizza is topped with tempura, fried squid rings, and flaming popcorn chicken. In addition, 10 Oreo cookies are placed on the edge of the crust, which has been molded into sharp corners to give the pie a starburst shape. What are the red, yellow ring things? The ring things are fried squid. Yeah, I don't think this is that bad. It's a 4 for me because I don't really like seafood. And it has both tempura and fried squid. But, like, ultimately, it could be much worse. There are worse results, I think. The Oreos are just so extra. I don't know why... Like, it seems like they're trying to advertise that it's more a popcorn chicken pizza than it is Oreo. I don't really know why the Oreos are here. The Oreos just feel like they're there to be shocking. Squid, chicken, and Oreos. The taste that combination makes sounds like it'll have me in the bathroom for a while. Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I felt my stomach kind of, like, knot up. I don't think my stomach likes that. But also, it could be a lot worse. Just there to add more crunch. And I guess, like, a different flavor profile. Because, like, the sweetness of the chocolate might do something, too. Also, just so you guys know, Sora says, if someone donates $100, he will make me put boba on the pizza. Sora, why? Sora will make me. So, like, okay, if we do somehow get $100 in, like, in this stream, what will happen is I will still have you guys choose the toppings that are going the... I think I need to end my stream. I think I need to go! No! I was trying to explain what was gonna happen! You can't just do it now! Wait! Mate! God. Okay. If, and then it just bruz immediately happen. Can we get some Yuno bruz in the chat while I try to explain this? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. This is what I get. Okay, so how this is going to work is, if I get to 5K this month, when I do the pizza stream, you guys will choose all of the aspects of the pizza, and I assume, maybe I'll just have Sora help me pick out the type of boba. And then I will prepare the boba while I wait for the pizza to arrive, and then when the pizza comes, I will add the boba on top, I guess. Like, on top of whatever else the pizza is going to have. There will also just be some boba. Unless you guys would rather me do just like a straight boba pizza, like what was in the picture, where it's just a cheese pizza that also has boba pearls. The choice is yours. But also, thank you for the $100, Reiner. Was 5K not part of the deal? No, I said the 5K. If we get to 5K this month, you guys get to choose the pizza, and it will just automatically have the boba on it at the end. No, 5K is also part of the deal. 5K subscribers. Maybe this should be a weekly thing, Food Crime Friday. I do not think my stomach would be able to handle doing something like this weekly. That's not what Sora said. Okay, but like, this is him ensuring that there's going to be boba on the pizza no matter what. So you guys will still get to choose everything else that goes on the pizza. But like, additionally, there is now a mandatory boba requirement. Does that make sense? Will you send some of the pizza to Sora? I can't because Sora is in Japan. I don't think I could do that. Also, that's not part of the deal. If we choose boba, there would be double boba on the pizza? No! That's not it either. I have to go take care of something again. I'll be right back. You guys get to stare at the popcorn chicken pizza while I'm gone. Behave yourselves. I don't want to come back to a chat on fire. Guys, what did I say? Why is it on fire? Why is it on fire? I told you not to let it burn. We kept the chat civil as it's burning! It's not on fire, it's just hot. That is the same thing as it being on fire. I don't think you understand. I don't think you are understanding. Make this a normal size again. Not burnt, it's perfectly medium rare. I don't know about that. So Yuno is on fire? Ah, ouch, ooh, ouch, owie, ow, ouch, ouch. Would you rather ice cubes? I guess. Oreo pizza doko? Why are you like this? Yada! We left the oven on. Teehee! Tehepero! We were trying to get a head start on the boba pizza. I still can't believe this. I was taking care of what I needed to do, and I was just sitting there like, wow, I can't believe that I just agreed, and my manager also made me agree to to boba pizza if I reach 5K this month. Why am I being rizzed? Did you get possessed by Carl? Why are you talking like Carl in my chat right now? Hey, baby girl, you're just so hot. You set us on fire. Fire emoji. Ha ha ha, baby girl. I can't do it like the actual Carl, but like that's just Carl. That's just Carl speak. Did they put boba before or after putting the pizza in the oven? Okay. So I guess some of you weren't here when I was showing boba pizza, so I will re-show you boba pizza. I'm not doing this by choice. But this is boba pizza. It looks like it was before it was put in the oven. Because some of it is under the cheese and the cheese is melted. So to me, that reads as it was put on the pizza prior to it being baked. And then when the cheese melted, it melted over the boba. So this is what you're doing to me, by the way. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have you guys pick the pizza, right? And then when it comes and I put the boba on it, I'm going to take a photo so that you know exactly what you're putting me through. You're going to know exactly what I'm going through because I will have the photo. I'll have it like on screen while I'm eating the pizza too. You will understand. Gotta work hard to get to 5K now? I mean, as if I'm not already working hard. I'm working as hard as I can. But yes. That is a promise. I will hold myself to it. And I am sure my manager will make sure also that I am held to it. You're close to 4K, actually. I know, that's why I made it 5K. Because if I was like, oh, when I get to 4K subscribers, but like, I'm too close to 4K. And I'm not ready to do anything like boba pizza. I need time to prepare for boba pizza. So 5K, I think, is a more reasonable promise. 5K could still be achieved relatively quickly. As in, like, if it could still be achieved within this month, then I would. But yeah. I think 5K is the more reasonable option for me and my current rate of growth. Obviously, I will also work hard to try and gain subs. But it's also going to be up to you guys to try and help support me to get to 5K. 5K will be here by Christmas? Oh no. Could you imagine if I had to have this pizza near Christmas? I mean, granted, I don't know what other stuff you guys are going to put on this pizza. I just know for sure that there's going to be boba on it. Doing my best to reach 4,999 exactly. Yes. I will make sure that we never cross it. Tuna? Why? Tuna and boba? Why would you do that? But why? Girl, I don't get it. I mean, okay, I guess if it's on the pizza, that means it's gonna be cooked, right? I guess if it's going to be cooked, that's fine. Any stream planned for Christmas, like a watch-along or something? Not at this time. I do know that there are some things that are going to be going on around Christmas. Not necessarily streams. But there are going to be things going on closer to Christmas. Yes. Raw tuna like sushi? I literally would flow up. I would flow up. I would just, my tummy would not like that. I would flow up. Do you want the streamer to flow up on stream? Don't do that to me. Steak and boba? I mean, I like steak. That could be worse. Like, the worst part about boba is really going to be the texture. Like, I don't think the flavor is really going to bother me. I think it's going to be the texture of the boba. Because I'm very, like, sensory focused. I think that the chewiness of the boba is really going to impact my mental state. You won't be the first to throw up on stream. I know that, but that doesn't mean I want to throw up on stream. Boba and ugh, not sauerkraut. Ew. I don't even think you can get sauerkraut on pizza. Ew. Ew. That's so sick. Why would you even think of that? That's so messed up. Okay, wait. I need to have a different expression. My default expression is not conveying nearly enough. I think I need to stay this for the rest of stream. Because I am incredibly dead inside, just by the mere concept of some of these suggestions. Ugh. Maybe some snails? I guess that's also, like, that's tolerable. Kimchi pizza? That actually sounds kind of good. I don't mind kimchi. I prefer fresh kimchi compared to, like, aged kimchi, though. I don't really like the more aged kinds. I really like it fresh. Depends on places, but you can avoid it if you go only to a franchise, rather than local. We will see. I had a feeling I should probably just go to like a franchise anyway if I was going to do this. I do prefer my local pizza place. Because I'm not much of a pizza eater to begin with. This is, like, the worst. I don't know why I said it out loud, considering I barely like to eat pizza to begin with. Because now not only do I not like pizza, but I'm also going to have to eat probably the worst pizza I'm ever going to eat in my life. On a stream. Forcibly with boba added. With boba as one of the guaranteed toppings. I really think my life is going to be over. gonna turn you off of pizzas forever. I know, right? I feel like I'm never gonna want to eat a pizza ever again after this. It's Yuno for... That's gonna be what the stream's called. Just, it's so Yunover, and then in, like, parentheses, 5K pizza. 5K Boba pizza mukbang. I'll use the, like, mukbang word and, like, the... I'm gonna make it seem like a totally legitimate mukbang, and then they're gonna see the ugly, disgusting creature of a pizza that I'm actually eating, and they're gonna be like, what kind of sick... What kind of weird mukbang is this? That's how you get them. That's how you play the content game. Mukbang! More like yuckbang! No, man. Terrible. It's gonna be so bad. I hate it here. Can't believe this. Sure you aren't the first to do yuckbang on stream? I mean, probably. That wouldn't surprise me. Would you rather do Pilk instead like many others? Probably not. I mean, I don't think Pilk would be that terrible. I feel like people play up how bad it is, but I guess the feeling of fizzy milk would not be very nice. So I can kind of get where you're coming from in that regard. Basically Calpis? Yeah, I think, like, if you're not used to Calpis, it probably wouldn't taste very good. I heard Pilk isn't that awful. It doesn't sound like it would be that awful. That's a great idea to both. No. We already made our deal. I am not adding anything extra. Now soy sauce and milk parentheses silk. Why would you call it silk? That's awful. Why? Fizzy milk is just Calpis. No, yeah, that's what we were saying. If you aren't used to drinking Calpis, then that's probably why you wouldn't like Pilk. But honestly, Pilk probably isn't that bad, because Pepsi's kind of sweet. And, like, I think milk can also be a little bit sweet. Pilk pizza? I don't think you can make Pilk into a pizza. I don't think that's possible. Tilk only? I don't think I want to know what Tilk is. I don't think I even want to ask. Turn the Pilk into a cheese. Blech. You freeze it, mold it into a pizza, and bake it? That is not how that works. Milk, boba, Coke, and pizza blended together? Ew! What kind of freak smoothie are you trying to get me to drink? Ugh! Maybe if you dip the dough into it before. So, like, dunking it like an Oreo? We're back to the Oreo conversation. I am not dunking the pizza in Pilk. I'm willing to do a decent amount of things for content, but I'm not doing that. You can't make me. Dark forehead. It's because I am very distressed. It is dark because I am just suffering. Suffering from success, all things considered. But I am suffering. That much cannot be denied. This is a very silly idea. Evil forehead? Yes. It's an evil forehead. But no, like, we already made our deal on this pizza thing. If we want to come up with another weird cursed food thing to do, we'll do it for a different milestone. We'll need to do a different milestone before we start thinking about other, like, cursed food ideas like that. I actually do have a cursed food idea. That was also brought up by Sora. I think Sora really likes food crimes. You guys might be right. But no, they actually suggested before, like, this idea for a punishment stream, like a punishment, like, food batsu that I could do in the future. So... Don't make every milestone a food batsu. Don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me how I can and can't make my content, man. If I want everything to be a food batsu, I can make it a food batsu. What is it? I don't know if I want to share it because I'm trying to think about when I'm gonna do it on stream. I have the ingredients already. Ingredients. They're not really ingredients. What am I saying? It's just a combination of two types of food that would be kind of crazy. But I'm still trying to figure out what stream I would have it on. Like, what it would be for. Talking about Batsu, did you decide on the RP options yet? Right! I was going to make that poll this morning. I forgot that that's something I needed to do. Let me look at the options. I need to see the ones that got, the highest amount of likes. And all of that stuff. So, mate. Let me look. Let me peruse. Worse than boba pizza? Maybe not worse, but perhaps worse. Depending on how you look at it. But yes, I did mean to make the poll this morning. Okay, so basing it on amount of likes. Okay, so the one with the highest likes is by, let me make sure I get the username right. Mischievous Shark. The highest amount of likes is one that's talking about a half Oni that guides the listener out of Onigashima so they don't get noticed. But it's basically like bonding with someone while trying to like help them escape Onigashima. Next highest is something set in Onigashima, but instead of escaping, you are welcomed into Onigashima and shown around. So I guess that's kind of similar. Third highest, a lost Oni found in the woods. You have to nurse her back to health. She hit her head and has memory loss, including on how to get back home. So that would be like an Amnesia-style roleplay. Naruhodo ne. Fourth highest is you became Chris Pratt for a whole stream. I'm not doing that. That's a character impersonation, or like, I guess that's like person impersonation. I'm not being Chris Pratt for a whole stream. I'm sorry. Depends on how we want to see Onigashima for the first two. A place that's welcoming or a place that wants to kill us. Yeah, exactly. You know it's Chris Pratt. Stop! Draws the line at Chris Pratt. I draw the line at, like, forcing me to act like a celebrity. I feel like the point of this roleplay is that I should be myself, you know? I don't necessarily want to have to, like, do it as a celebrity. I want to be able to do it as me. Simple. Well, like, me adjacent, you know? Like, it's still playing a character, but... I don't want to be Chris Pratt. You are a celebrity to us. Aw, thank you. I like the escape concept. That's basically like the escape room that I did for my membership opening. Although I guess rather than it being like, I want to trap you, it's more like I do genuinely want to help you escape. So it's like making her... her. Why am I talking about myself in third person? It's like making me to be like nicer rather than like the more sinister approach that I initially did. How about role-playing Mario but voice acted by Chris Pratt? Do you want me to get smited by Nintendo? Are you asking for me to get destroyed? Can we see Ice Girl again? No. No, you cannot. Good morning, Yuno. Good morning! I guess it's morning proper now, huh? You guys are probably gonna actually start enjoying your mornings here soon. You guys don't deserve Ice Girl. The minute I bring out Ice Girl, you stop paying attention to me, so like... What's the point? There isn't one. Yuno-themed escape room? Yeah, so I actually did a stream like that a few weeks ago. For those of you that are a bit newer to the channel. Because I did this like right after Anime NYC, so it makes sense that you might not be familiar if you're like kind of new. Let me find it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, my membership opening. So I did, like, a escape room type scenario where I invited everyone to a sleepover, and then I was, like, talking about how we were gonna be together forever, and then you guys were like, wait, no, that's kind of scary. You're kind of scary right now, you know? And I was just like, oh, scary? You think this is scary? Then why don't we play a game to lighten the mood? And then you guys were guided by a small Oni light who did their best to try and help you escape. Even though you guys desperately wanted to stay with Ice Lady. For some reason, you wanted to stay with the Yuki-onna. But here's the link to the stream if you want to watch it, or if you didn't get the chance to watch it before. Feel free to watch the VOD. I worked quite hard to come up with the puzzles and do stuff. In the moment, I remember there were a lot of people, not a lot, but there were people who thought that they were too simple. Which is, yeah, they were a bit too simple, but that's because I've never made an escape room before, and I didn't want it to be unwinnable. I probably should have made it a little bit, harder in some respects, but I think, I still think that I did a pretty okay job. But yeah, please do check it out. So the thing is, like, when it comes to the scenario that we're talking about for the roleplay stream, I feel like maybe the escape idea is kinda close to, like, what I did already, but I noticed that there were a lot of people who were talking about wanting, like, a tour of Onigashima, or, like, wanting to learn more about Onigashima itself, like, as an island, so I guess that is something that I will have to look into doing, because, like, all of the requests seem to be about it, either, like, trying to escape it, or just trying to get to know more about the island itself, which I think I can do, but something that I'm very bad at is the sense of place when it comes to storytelling. So the fact that you guys want to know more about the sense of place is a little bit rough on me personally, but it is worth a challenge. I will do my best. Hope you do another escape room stream in the far future. I don't know about that. I would probably only do it if I could, like, consult someone who's actually made escape rooms before. I think I would only do another escape room stream if I actually had the opportunity to talk to someone who makes escape room puzzles and ask them for advice on how to do it. Just, like, help me make the puzzles, please. I need the help. But yeah, it looks like since a lot of the ideas are about, like, traveling around Onigashima, that seems to be the general idea? We can go with the, like, escape idea, but having it be in a more, nice sense, rather than the, like, evil Yuno sense. If that's what you guys want. It is the one that has the most thumbs up right now. I'm too patient for escape rooms. I end up wasting time and taking it slow. I mean, I think I would be like that too. I would rather complete an escape room at my own pace as well. I think I would need a lot more help in order to make an escape room, like, feel more full. A lot of the reason why I think mine didn't go entirely like I had wanted was because I felt bad about the amount of dead air while I was waiting for everyone to, like, figure out the solutions. I think that was kind of, like, a issue on my part. I should have figured out ways to fill time better. There's a lot of things that I could have done better. For a first attempt, it was fine. But if I do anything like it again, I'm going to need to get, more help. We can do a community poll of the top choices you would like to do. Well, my plan was always to do the ones that you guys voted on, because this is supposed to be your prize. It's my Batsu and your prize. But if you want, I can just go in and pick the ones that I like the most and make a poll out of them. I think I can have, like, 5 poll options. Some of these are kind of wild. That might be a good idea. Okay. Then perhaps that is what shall be done. Okay. Good plan, everybody. Okay. Poll for what? The roleplay stream that I'm doing later this week. This coming week. My schedule is almost finished. I have to, like, check some stuff really quickly before I can, like, actually finish it. But it's, like, basically done. I have one more slot I have to fill. Trying to figure out what to put there. But other than that, my schedule is done. So the roleplay stream will probably be on Wednesday in my usual time slot. This has been a great Oni week, by the way. Thank you! I feel like this experiment has gone surprisingly well. And I have since realized that morning streams might actually work really well for me. At least sometimes. I don't know if I could always do it this early all the time, but I have noticed that this seems to be a pretty good slot. Thank you for putting up with me as I experiment. If you guys like how this week has gone, then perhaps this will be something we stick with? Because right now I feel pretty good. How are you feeling stamina-wise? Don't want you feeling burnt out? So, okay. I am not burnt out from streaming. I am burnt out from other things going on in my life right now. The island tasks have gotten pretty difficult, and things are a little bit stressful in, like, the wider scheme of Onigashima. But, like, for me as a person, I think the streams have been, like, pretty good, all things considered. I don't think the streaming, like, the streaming amount is particularly bad for me. I think it's just the, like, it's the outside things that make the streaming thing difficult. You know what I mean? But the whole reason that I am doing this is because I want to reach a point where I really can, like, do it like this consistently for a very long time. And if I can keep the pace that I'm going, both in terms of, like, stream quantity, perhaps trying to make streams longer, and then, like, as long as I can keep, you know, receiving support, I think that I could make this, like, sustainable. And that has always been, like, a goal. Like, that's a goal that I have set, and I've, like, talked to management about, like, wanting to make this, like, a sustainable full-time thing. And I think I can do this. I mean, the thing that's taken the biggest hit has been planning out shorts and, like, other types of videos. Behind-the-scenes projects have taken a little bit of a hit because I've had to focus a lot of energy onto, like, preparing for streams. So I think that would be the one negative in terms of, like, content creation. I think that, like, producing shorts and, like, that kind of thing has fallen to the wayside, but I think if I talk to my mod/editor Hitomi, I think Hitomi will be able to help me figure out some options for shorts that would be doable for both of us to work on, so that we have, like, a small backlog of things that can be, like, scheduled to post, and then I just need to get off my butt and do some other projects. But you guys know I have things cooking. I've been working very hard, and I've been in talks with a audio friend when it comes to some of the stuff I want to produce. So I think once I can get more of these things off the ground, I should be okay. Largely, my stamina is pretty good. I feel really happy when I stream. I really like it. So, I think, as long as I can find a better balance with that stuff, this would be very sustainable for me. So that's where I'm at right now. But of course, this is only the first week. I have to try and experiment with stuff like this for multiple weeks before I can really have an assessment on how I am feeling and, like, how I am doing. But as it stands right now, I think this is doable. You guys seem to like it. Experimenting with time zones has also been... Or, like, time zones. Experimenting with, like, different stream times also seems to be pretty good. So maybe I will occasionally have more morning streams like this one. Or maybe I will do, like, 1 or 2 streams in, like, evening time slots. Still finding, like, the ideal balance, with everything. But this is something that I really, really want. And I'm willing to put in the work. So even if there are things in my Onigashima life, my island tasks, that make it a little bit difficult sometimes, or, like, make it so that I feel, negative occasionally. Sorry, I have to keep it kind of vague, because there's some things that I still am not sure about sharing, but, like, there might be times where it's hard, like yesterday's stream, where I kind of started it a bit in, like, a rough spot because of how bad things were. But, like, being here really did cheer me up in that situation, and I don't take that for granted. I hope you understand that. I know we, like, joke around, and you guys bully me, and I sass you, and we... we have this, like, bantering relationship, but, like, having that really helps me deal with some of the things going on. And things could be potentially getting really rough in the future. So having you guys here is really good for me, and I'm very grateful for that. So please understand that I don't take you for granted at all. And having your support through everything, in all of the forms that you're willing to give to me, I don't want to take that for granted either. So, all of that to say, I'm going to keep working hard, trying my best to make this work, because I really do want it to be something that I can do for a very, very long time, and I think that it's doable, all things considered. Ugh, I'm so mushy! Why am I this mushy on a Saturday morning? Ew! Saturday is supposed to be like a party day. Nasty. Drinks a ton of coffee to try and cope with my emotions. It's okay, Yuno. You can rein it in. You're a professional. It's not a cupcake!
An offering. Thank you so much.
Zaterdo, thank you for the $5 for now and forever. Thank you. It really does mean a lot. The only nasty thing is that picture behind you. Behind me? Are you saying my merch is nasty? The only thing that's directly behind me is my merch. How dare you? I think our merch is quite cute. I'm messing. I know you're probably talking about the pizza. But in terms of semantics, the only thing that's directly behind me is my merchandise. I got you. Haha, I got you. Funny, silly. OMG, what pizza is that? This is... It's a boba pizza, or a bobita for short. Cheeky Oni.
Always and forever.
Okay. But yeah, I think I am going to end the stream here for now. I do actually have things I have to do. Part of me streaming during these mornings is that I will have to try and wrap up before 10 usually, because that's when like the more important island tasks start coming in. So for now, I must leave you. But know that I really did enjoy this. I had a lot of fun. I will try and do maybe one other morning stream in the future. I have a morning stream scheduled for next week that's going to be more work dedicated. This was just a chatting stream. But the next morning stream is going to be more work oriented, more typing, more focused, quiet, Yuno, versus the current energy, Yuno, whatever this energy is. Thank you very much for having me, for choosing to spend this time with me. Thank you for always choosing to spend time with me. I know I never stop saying that, but it's something that you guys do choose to do, and it really means a lot. So thank you. Okay. Where should we go? It's morning. I don't know many people who might be live at this time. Yeah, there's literally only 2 people who are live. Where do we go? I mean, at least in terms of people I follow, there's only 2 people who are live. Abby? Abby. Let me see if I can get... Oh, I don't have permissions to raid Abby. We would have to do it manually. Yeah, I don't have permissions for Abby. Would you guys rather go to Abby or to Pochi? Because I see you mentioning Pochi a lot. I do have the ability to raid Pochi. Looks like Pochi's doing a donathon. But I don't have permission to raid Abby. Okay, I guess we will go to Pochi then. Alright, well, have a good rest of your time zone. I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday, or, approaching Sunday. Oh, Pochi's sleeping? Dang it. Manual raid Ebby? Okay, hold on, let me get the channel, the stream link, Ebby. It looks like Ebby is playing Arknights. Gotcha. Gotcha, gamering. So we are going to Ebby. Ushio Ebby. That is the link. Go, go, go. That's where we're going. Have a good rest of your time zone. I will see you again, in a few hours, actually, because I streamed twice today. I'll see you in my usual time slot for some Reddit stories. Be ready with $5 and a suggestion for a Reddit story for me to read, because I don't know how to use Reddit. But look forward to seeing me later. Come with $5 and a Reddit story link, please. But yeah, have a good rest of your day. Yunotsu! Oh my god, I was about to hit my karaoke screen. No, I want to end! Let me out!